Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if I'm the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it.
And there's everybody. What's up, guys? Nice,
what the
Erik.
Fuck?
Nice, guys.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I was expecting something like that since you weren't fixing your camera.
Nice.
Oh, man. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm Steve, and I'm joined by
Bob.
I'm Linda. I love showers and mornings and bologna and turtles.
Oh, man. Awesome, guys.
Oh my god.
Jason? I forgot my own name.
Yeah, no, I'm Rick.
Oh, man. I love you, too. You guys are awesome.
What?
God damn it. All right. This week we watched Insidious, directed by James Wan, written by Leigh Whannell, starring Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, and Ty Simpkins. IMDb synopsis: a family looks to prevent evil spirits from trapping their comatose child in a realm called the Further. So what'd you guys think?
I think that first description of your synopsis could have made this turn into a really, really bad movie.
What, tapping?
Yeah, tapping.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the unconscious child. Yeah, no. I'm saying, you know, like, one word change can make it completely different.
Tapping into their unconscious child.
Yeah, like completely make it different.
So when Bob smiles, he looks like he has a mustache bat wing, like Batman.
Oh, he
going
does.
On. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
That's camera.
Oh, it's working. All right. Whew.
I couldn't see you, Bobby.
Camera broke. Cheap shit.
Yeah, so what'd you guys think?
I loved it. Well, the ghost made me so horny.
God damn it.
I was not expecting that.
No, me neither.
I even brought my own wine.
Oh my god.
Don't tell anybody.
Oh my god. You're already drunk.
I snuck it in my bottle here.
God damn it. Oh.
I broke concentration. I don't know what's going on.
Fucking no idea. What the fuck are we doing?
All right.
Oh,
yeah, so now all I can think about is Bob's Burgers now, so, you know.
So next year, Ricky needs to dress as a Gene.
We'll
He should be Jimmy Jr.
Oh, you could do that.
Tina loves him.
Oh, fuck.
So you're gonna have Luna dressed up as Tina?
Not bad. Not bad.
Tina.
So I totally forgot this was directed by the same guy that directed The Conjuring and basically everything else. It's
Yeah, I
scary
had
right
no
now.
idea that
Really?
was...
Yeah, totally forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like it. You watch it and you're like, okay, yeah, this is totally his thing. But just forgot until I looked up the IMDb stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, makes total sense.
The scary violin music kind of gives it away.
Yeah, he really likes that.
And then the weird shit. It's like that friggin' old lady.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That lady is way scarier than the Darth Maul demon. All right.
Like,
Just
honestly, okay, so like they've done it like numerous times in the past where they actually showed the damn demon. Don't show the demon. Like, show like a black shadow with like red glowing eyes or some shit. Like, but don't don't actually show the fucker.
All right. The first time you see that movie, like Kelly and I were in the theater, we seen it. All right. So the part where he's in the corner and he points at the kid, that shit's scary.
Well, yeah, but you don't see him then. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when they have that, like, she turns and looks back at him right after that, and you can see his face for like 1/10 of a second.
Yeah.
That shit's very scary. I was like, oh, in the theater. I was like, no, I'm not having it. No.
See, it didn't get me. It's like I don't know what it is. It's like they do these the fucking Annabelle movies and stuff like that. They have that demon in there. And it just, when they show it, it makes it less scary. I'm not saying Insidious is not scary, Annabelle is not scary. There's fucking scary still.
Yeah.
But showing the demon just doesn't scare me like
it kind
that.
of takes away from the mystery.
Both of
part
these
of
guys
it is the
weren't-
unknown.
Like, yeah, okay, if I saw that shit in real life, fuck that. But in the movie,
that's what I was thinking when I was watching
Yeah.
the movie. I'm like, I know the guys are gonna say that this guy wasn't scary.
yeah.
But if it was in your house, oh
Oh, yeah, no,
you
fuck
get
that,
pissed
yeah.
in your pants.
Oh yeah, I'm out of the fucking house. I'm burning this motherfucker down with everything in it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But for the movie, he just doesn't. It doesn't scare me. I thought Darth Maul instantly. I was like, I mean, Darth Maul's pretty scary. I wouldn't want him to fuck my shit up. He cut me in half or some shit. But
You got cool spider legs.
I was gonna say, yeah, you
Yeah.
get some pretty cool
Robot
spider legs,
spider
there
legs.
lady.
you go. But the
You
rest
know?
of the rest of the ghosts and stuff like that, fucking creepy as hell. Like the old lady is fucking.
I do
scary as
not
shit.
want that lady's cookies.
cookies.
Yeah. No fucking thank you.
That is not good.
Yeah. And then just like the old timey music and shit like that. Like, was that song ever not scary? Like when it played back in whenever that fucking thing, it was like the Tulips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
It was
I think it's from
like
the 1930s. Dude, they're going through world wars. Like they're like, I mean, that's
Yeah.
not scary. Oh, it's a song.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
think
what was the whole Crooked Man thing based off of then? Because they have the music box. Was it the Crooked Man based off a music box too?
No, it was like the shadow box.
Oh, that's right. It was. It was. There was a little shadow puppet box thing there.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you
was in
watched that
the-
one?
Babadook.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It was 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I think.
No, Babadook was
Bedneck
different.
Man was The Conjuring 2.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That was.
Oh,
that
the big old tall man.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, the Crooked Man is what they call him.
And the Babadook was the storybook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tiptoe Through the Tulips was 1929. So yeah, like
Yeah.
I feel like that
Nothing
was
fucking-
scary then
I mean, like
too.
the only fucking thing that scared them was like, "Am I gonna eat today?"
Yeah.
Like that was it.
Well, I
I mean,
mean, they just the World War II. Plus, they were going through the Depression.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Maybe
like,
the song caused the Depression to be worse.
Just everybody was scared out of their fucking minds.
Well,
Just
that's-
songs would
well,
come
that's
on.
just where it
Scares
is. I mean,
robbers
like-
off. Like you
Yeah.
just rich people play it, and all the
Uh-huh.
robbers are walking up and like,
yeah. I mean,
nope,
like,
not happening. I don't know what the hell that
I
noise
mean,
is.
like they could have like
Not doing
solved
it.
the entire Great Depression and the war, with just playing some, like more like upbeat music. I mean, that's why the '60s came around with all the hippie music. Just saying.
Yeah,
I just want Bob to go make me some sliders.
we're closed right now. Plus, Linda lit the kitchen on fire again.
Sure, Bob. It got distracted.
Oh my god, you're always distracted.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like that whole like the kid going to sleep, never fucking waking up again, or not waking up. That's scary as shit for me. Just like
Yeah.
thinking your kid doing something like that. That's like, all right, what the fuck. And the fact that my daughter just talks about some fucking creepy ass shit all the time. So I woke up at about 3 o'clock this morning because she told me about some shit last night because she couldn't sleep. So apparently her friend drew this picture, and it was this picture of this girl with really long black hair and really long arms and legs. And she said the face was really cute though. And I was like, okay. So like cute to her would be like, like a little doll face or some shit like that.
Oh,
And then she said it doesn't react to you unless you react to it, like you pay attention to it. And then it wants to give you a hug. And so that stuck in my fucking mind. I'm like, why are you thinking about stuff like that? And she's like, oh, it's not scary, Daddy. It's cute. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. Let's not think about that though. Let's think about something
Okay,
else.
so
You know what
pretty much
sucks?
what we're saying is that we can create the ultimate horror movie
Yes.
by taking ideas from a little kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's what happened anyways.
Yeah. So I'm dreaming and I fucking dream of this thing, and it's like I can't even remember the whole thing anymore. I really should have taken my phone and just kind of recorded everything because I remember remembering it after I woke up, but all I can remember is like I saw the figure, the door slams, somebody's in the bathroom or something like that, and I can't get to the bathroom. Door slams, and then it slams, and I turn around and there's just like a little doll head, like a little white-faced doll with black hair sitting on the windowsill, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I woke up. And it just scared the fuck out of me because I remember like through the whole dream, there's a whole bunch of other shit that happened. I don't remember any of it now, and I was like, God damn it, kids, fucking every time. Talk about some creepy shit.
You think they're sweet, little lovable, little children? No, they're just fucking little bastards.
Well, that's the thing is like I'm
going out
wondering,
there to try to terrify you in any which way for them they can.
I'm wondering if it's like just an innocent thing where she doesn't know it's scary as fuck. Yeah, similar to that. That's my kid. Yeah. I wonder if they know they're doing that to be creepy or if they're doing it innocently and not knowing that they're totally creeping people out. Like, when my kid was talking about the ghosts in the house and shit like that. So,
well, then not to mention her fucking toys. Mm-hmm. God damn it.
I told you about that, right?
That's weird. Thought
the toys were moving on their own.
I don't think I have scary dreams like that anymore. My scary dreams are more like, Linda's dead or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, wait till you have a kid and your kid starts telling you their fucking toys are moving on their own and tell you some creepy shit like that. And you're going to be sleeping in their fucking bed with them, cuddled up to next to their fucking teddy bear. Right? And then you realize...
I'm going to tell you this. My mom can double this up. Like, those toys are going to be scared of my kid. Those toys are going to be like, oh no, he's coming for me again. Son of a bitch. So we tore up shit.
So what you're saying is when toys watch a horror movie, they watch toys because it's got Sid tearing them all apart.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God, look at this maniac. And that's what we did. We burned GI Joes. We did all that stuff. Those things we're not even ever going to move. It's hilarious though.
No.
Stupid ass.
Well, that's why every
toys.
time I got a new toy, I made sure to break their fucking legs. That way, if they did ever like animate when I'm gone and try to like move around, they couldn't move around well. So that way, I don't lose my toys.
It's fucked up, Ricky.
Hi, Mom. I mean, that's like some next level scary shit, Ricky. Like, I feel sorry for your toys. They're like, don't let him see you. He's gonna cripple you. He's gonna get you. He's gonna break your legs. They're all like, ah, my legs.
I'm glad you don't do that to the fucking pets, Ricky. Like, I don't want the pets coming after me. I'm gonna break their fucking legs.
He would be in a psych ward if he did that to animals.
I'd kick his ass and then he wouldn't do it again. I'd break his fucking legs.
And then get him a big Rottweiler to pull him around on like a one of those Roman things, a chariot.
Uh-huh. Okay, honestly, I'm not seeing anything bad in this situation here now.
You got broken legs.
I mean, well, whatever. I got a fucking Rottweiler that gets to pull me around. Exactly. And then I got the Rottweiler to pull me around in a fucking Roman chariot. Like, I mean, I'm seeing this all as good things here. I'm just saying.
Plus, I mean, if you guys did it right, you could throw Ricky out in front of a car right after. And then be like, you fucking broke his legs.
Exactly. Then I get some fucking money.
And then I don't have to pay for the Rottweiler. That other guy has to.
Except the problem is
All right, Mefty, thanks for the follow.
The guy that hit him is most likely going to be coming down off meth or something, and
that's why you wait till you get a nice, expensive-looking vehicle. Okay. I mean, if you're gonna commit fraud, at least do it fucking right. All right.
Damn it, Ricky.
I mean,
the car will be stolen.
You also probably shouldn't talking about it on your podcast. Just saying. Not a smart idea.
Would that be funny?
We do not condone the cool crime of fraud.
You do that, and then like all of our views go up by 1 for each video, and we're all like, "This is really weird. We're getting like 1 view added to every video."
Yeah.
And then they march in there with like, "This is rock solid proof, premeditated." Uh-oh. It's like, no, we're not actually going to do that. We're joking.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why we always say we're joking, FBI.
Allegedly.
Okay? And FBI, if you're going to fucking watch us, the least you can do is subscribe and follow, all right? And also donate to our pages. I mean, come the fuck on. All right, FBI? Get with the fucking picture and fucking like and subscribe.
Stop saying FBI. They're going to fucking hear us, and then they're going to come after us.
They're already watching us.
Well, I think we all know Ricky's already on a watch list.
Exactly. So, they just need to fucking...
There's no way he's not.
We know
so they just need to fucking like and subscribe, all right, and donate to us, and just
he wears camo 24/7.
All natural-born gingers are on a watch list. Like, the moment they're born, they're like, oh, Ginger, put them on a watch list.
Ricky
all right.
was pictured at a coffee shop wearing camouflage, I mean, that's immediate. Like, this guy's an extremist of some kind or another.
Well, I mean, you can only see my face.
Yeah, that's why they took the picture. This is unexplained. He's like a floating head. What the hell?
He's got one of those fucking Harry Potter invisibility cloaks.
Exactly, and now the government's after me to try to steal the
It's
technology.
just got a hole in it. His head fell
Except they
through.
already have that technology.
Oh, I'm invisible.
Well, honestly, I have better uses for that hole.
That took you a second.
Oh my god, it's a floating penis! Oh, look at it. It's so cute.
I hate you.
All I can think about is just this giant red bush with like this little ding sticking out, and then somebody being like, "What the hell is that? Is that a floating chipmunk nest with a tiny little chipmunk sticking out? It's a baby chipmunk." And then Ricky's over there like, "Give it a kiss."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this movie is I don't know. I think it's the first movie that was like genuinely scary to me.
Yeah,
And,
so
like,
you guys
no,
probably didn't like me too much for picking it then.
No, I mean it's a good movie. It's not like watching one of those other ones. Like what was that movie we watched with the demon, but it was terrible. Was it Annabelle? No.
The first
Yeah.
Annabelle was really
The
bad.
first Annabelle was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, this one was like the demon was scary to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean I've had a couple bad dreams with Darth Maul chasing me around, trying to give me a rectal with a lightsaber, and I was, and that's what he said he was gonna do.
So if he says he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
Well, he's like, "I'm gonna solder your butthole shut with this lightsaber," and I was like, "I have to take a shit really bad. This is awful."
It was creepy, Darth Maul too, right? When he's all nuts and stuff.
Yeah,
He's got that really
Yeah,
high pitched laugh and stuff.
yeah. I had like a 5 o'clock appointment. You know what I'm talking about? Really had to go.
Damn it.
It's at 3 o'clock, Bobby. You have nothing at 5.
I was at 5 that day. Stupid Darth Maul. Luckily, I didn't fall on my ass like when Gyro sweep my legs.
Did your kids put super glue on the toilet seat again?
No. No. Thankfully, I have enough leg hair that pretty much takes care of that, anyways.
It just tears the hair.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
it's
that would
just
hurt
like-
so bad.
Yeah.
Like holy crap, that would
Better
hurt.
than getting your skin stuck to it.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
yeah.
the skin would be way worse.
And then doing an interview while on the toilet.
Well, I
so,
mean, like you get like irritable bowel. I mean, that'd probably be the best place to do it at. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
If you get a good enough
So have you
seal,
guys
don't
ever
even have to
had-
smell anything?
Have you guys ever had anything significant waxed before?
No.
Or that's what it's called, right? When they tape it and then they
Yeah.
rip the tape off.
Yeah. Well, it's a wax kind of thing there. But yeah.
So you guys have never done that.
No.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's
What-
really not.
Well,
Yeah.
only
Do you
strippers
wax?
shave above the knee. Or wax.
Oh my god. It's like a jungle down there, guys.
Oh fuck.
We'll get you a machete for Christmas.
Thanks.
Well, a good old fashioned, bushwhacker.
I need a lighter. I need a lighter and a thing of hairspray instead. I can have an accident. Torch it.
God damn it. It's...
So I remember watching this and the first time, and that ending is a fucking crazy. I mean, after watching it, you're like, okay, yeah, totally. We already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
This whole thing. But then you watch the other like fucking 4 movies, and you're like, okay, so they follow Elise through all these other movies. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
But it's because they're all.
And that fucking
they're doing
old
those all
lady in the
prequels.
back, she like fucking like blows out the fucking candle, all that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Wait, what?
And I think it was the extended version, like director's cut or something like that.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you want Elise's powers? Would you want to be able to do that?
Not if a
No.
fucking demon can get into my body, but then again, I don't think a demon would want to inhabit this body. They'd get into it and be like, "Oh god,
Well,
what's wrong with this?
I don't know if
Oh
the
god, why does
demon-
everything
What?
fucking hurt?"
I'm not
like,
sure.
I know, bud.
I'm
I
not
know.
sure if a demon can get into her.
No.
Like she's too strong for that. it can kill her. Because I mean, otherwise, I imagine it taking over her and having her fucking psychic abilities and shit like that, as well as.
I don't think the
Yeah.
demon can
Yeah.
get into anybody that easy. If you looked at it when the kid was trying to get away, he kicked at the demon and got away.
Yeah.
Well, I think is
mean-
what it was. Is like it takes time for them to be able to like wear down their potential victim, and then once they weaken them enough, they can eventually inhabit.
Well, it's like,
Yeah.
wasn't it more like she was waiting for what's his name to go in because she wanted him? Like she had been stalking him since he was young, and then when he
Yeah.
wasn't traveling anymore, she couldn't get him. So she took his kid, or that she did, she orchestrated this whole thing with the kid
Yeah.
to get him to do it, and then she could get to him because that's what she wanted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't recall the second movie that good for some reason. So
I haven't watched the second movie, so yeah.
I feel like she wanted him because he's more powerful or whatever. Maybe it was just more of a pride thing. Like, fuck you, you guys, held me off, and now I just want that one. So
I
is it
haven't seen
actually a
the-
she? Seems like it's a
Yes.
he.
It was a he.
Well, the demon was a he.
the demon, but the
demon was a he,
it's
but
the
the-
hag
but-
that took him over.
Yeah, wasn't it the old
No, I
lady?
think the hag is a
bride.
he.
Is it? Is that
Yeah, I
revealed?
think,
in
isn't that what the
Pretty sure.
second movie? It
coulda
turns out it's like a
sworn
guy
it
who's
was,
dressing up.
It's very possible.
It looks like a
Wait a
female
second.
to me.
We'll have to watch the second
Guys,
movie.
Guys, in today's
It's a spoiler.
terminology,
Yeah, we can't-
it's a she.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
can't
It's
assume
it's a she.
the gender.
Sorry.
identity.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
You
It's.
just can't
it's,
do
I mean,
it.
We have to have gender equality, even for ghosts.
I mean, does it matter if there's a penis or not?
Nope.
Whatever.
No. Do you think if you're a ghost, you could like remove like your penis and like float it, let's like throw it at someone? It's like fuck you.
You could as a zombie.
It's
so
like
I
a
assume you
boomerang
could
and
as a-
come back to
Yeah,
you.
well, I mean, you walk
No,
away
you
and
gotta
pick
go
it back
pick
up
it up.
again. You know
More
what
like
I mean?
an inchworm.
So Ricky, I'm assuming you can do this whole talking to spirits thing because she was putting that gas mask on so she could get really high. So you do that too, right? You just
Well,
put the
what
gas
do you
mask on,
think
get
I
really
spend most of
high.
my time doing? Just getting high with the ghosts.
You just talk to the ghosts. That's why they fuck with me and not you.
Well, yeah, so I'm getting high with them.
Ah, piece of shit.
you
I've
know.
always wondered if ghosts can sense like somebody who'd be easy to get into, or because I think
Constitution.
they feed off of fear and they do more stuff when there's more fear in the house.
Yeah.
Because like fear, if you think about like fear versus anger, they're totally different emotions, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like anxiety is kind of like a like a little bit different form of fear. So I wonder if they feed off, because it always seems like they're feeding off anxious or fearful people, whereas like Ricky or myself, Ricky runs around angry most of the time. Meanwhile, I just run around like a goofy drunk. I'm just like, I don't give a shit, whatever.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go fucking crawl in the fucking in the crawl space. I'm in between the walls when my wife's parents come in town. Maybe go a little insane in there.
But like with Ricky there, the ghost is like, God, all this anger is like really pushing me off here.
Well, I mean, like honestly, I think the ghosts are just afraid that it's been so long for me that if they try to like go in my bedroom at nighttime, I'm just gonna grab them and be like, no,
You're
this
gonna
is
go all
happening.
Scream 2 on him.
Exactly. Just well,
So not
honest-
Scream.
Scary
Scary
movie
movie
too?
too.
yeah, exactly. Just like this is gonna happen. Like,
Did you see the worms floating around just going into the guys? The ghost is like, whoa, what the fuck? What the heck is that? Oh my god.
Goddamn ginger worms.
And that's how, and this is how he got Darth Maul in this movie.
Not really sure the connection on that one, Ricky.
Well, he turns red.
He turns
You know?
red.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm
Darth
saying?
Maul's a scary fella.
Yeah,
He is.
he fucked some shit up, man.
Yeah, he does. He's a scary fella. He's
a
like,
bastard.
oh, look at me. I'm Darth Maul. I'm a scary ass dude.
We'll probably
It's
never
not so-
see
you know-
another thing with him in it.
That's just because
I gotta say, Patrick Wilson should like think more manly thoughts, because if you look, he doesn't grow any facial hair like all the way down to here and then over.
It's not
Yeah.
like you, Bobby.
That's right. I kind of wish all this stuff like took place in the same kind of that Annabelle universe thing, where it was all the same thing. It'd be a little weird to have Patrick Wilson play two characters in the thing. But,
I was thinking that.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't, because in the Conjuring universe, he's old or dead by then, that Ed guy.
Yeah.
So this might actually be the same universe.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen anything that says, oh, no, it isn't. Because The Conjuring was in like the 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
I think Conjuring 2 was 80s. Annabelle is the second one, or the first one is, around that same time, obviously.
Yeah.
So they're on the first one, so. And then the second one takes place way before it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, having them all in the same thing.
Way back in the day.
Did you guys watch The Nun?
No, but fuck
Not
that.
yet.
Fuck that. A goddamn fucking spooky nun.
It will not be scary. It looks like it's going to be a comical movie.
It's
Was
not
it scary,
comical.
Steve?
It's not. I would say it's better than Annabelle 1. Not as good as Annabelle 2.
It looks less scary
Still
than
not
both the Conjuring.
I think
movies.
it's in league with like Conjuring 2. I think
not
it
scary.
sits there.
That wasn't a scary
So.
movie.
I would
The
say
Conjuring 2 had
2
its
is.
moments.
I would say Conjuring 2 is scary. It's hard to judge that one against the first one, which is just so
First one was
fucking
like-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
twists
that's
and
what I'm
turns
comparing
on
it
that
to. I'm
sucker.
comparing it against its first.
Yeah, it's
one.
hard to like if you just watch The Conjuring 2 like by itself and never even knew about the first one. I think it's a pretty decent movie. It just doesn't. It's not as scary as what when you compare it to the first. It's just,
No, even
doesn't
just
hit that
talking
same
about
thing,
the first
so.
one, I get the chills down my spine when she falls through the wall and she's underneath the table and the
Yeah.
ghost. Oh fuck, dude.
So I think it's on there, but it's also got that whole like creepy fucking religious background stuff that it can be really fucking scary with that kind of stuff. So
There's nothing scarier than religion.
not the way I was going with that. I'm talking about like when you watch like The Exorcist. The Exorcist is fucking scary as shit.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
I didn't mean the religion itself is scary. I mean when you bring religion into it, you can get some really scary shit. That's what I meant.
I mean, the whole thought, like a lot of this stuff is scary, kind of, right? Like you watch The Predator and it could be scarier
Yeah.
if you knew for sure that something like that
Existed.
Okay, if a whole tradition that went back a long ways was like, yeah, these things are real and they're
Yeah.
terrifying, then it makes it worse because then you have at least some kind of basic idea what
historical
you're dealing with.
reference, you're like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, like what the hell?
And then you got the whole idea like demons, and it's like, oh, that's so scary. Because I mean, you're like, you want to talk about a waste of time? Try and look up about demons on the internet. You get like it's like women trying to describe the perfect penis. It doesn't exist. You can't get that description. Like one person's like, I like them when they're crooked. One person's like, I like them when they're dead straight. There's nothing. You can't find it out. So there's like demon stuff that's like, yeah, if all the food in your fridge spoils, you've got a demon.
Well,
What?
yeah, and you watch different movies and stuff like that, and every
Yeah.
movie does it differently, and it's just like, who knows what's what? Like, is it a ghost? Is it a demon? Like the Paranormal Activity stuff, you're not, the way they describe it is, one way, and then you watch the Conjuring stuff, and it's a totally different way, and it's like, all right. So I don't know. You got to read some old ass occult books and shit like that. That's where it all.
Which
comes
is
from.
when you summon a fucking demon.
That's right.
Well, I mean, and then the problem with the occult stuff is that like that's what Hitler was into, the Thule Society or whatever.
Yeah.
And now, I don't want to be reading that same stuff. Turned into some kind of weirdo psycho, Although I'm pretty sure his deformed ding dong was probably what made him a psycho.
He was probably a weirdo psycho before he started reading occult stuff, man.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, if you have a deformed ding dong, I think what happened is he's got a deformed ding dong, right? And his first crush is on like a Jewish gal. Jewish gal laughs at it. Then he happens to see a well-hung Jewish guy at the gym, and he's like, "You know what? I hate all them people." And that's it. That's what happened right there. It just comes down to like South Park said, dudes ding dongs make him mad.
He just wrote the prequel to Hitler.
How well do you think that movie would do?
I think that movie would do really well.
Well, could you
Sadly,
like
in
you
the
would feel
society
sorry
we
for
live
him
in.
when she's laughing at him and he goes off somewhere to cry and you're like and he's sitting there crying, like even if it didn't say who it was, like you didn't know who the guy was,
The
you would
movie
feel
could be
so
called-
sorry for him.
The movie could be called Rise to Insanity.
Or the German.
You'd
German, there you go.
probably lose a whole.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't make a lot of money because there's a lot of countries in Europe where you can't have any of that kind of shit.
Really?
Yeah, like you can't do. There would never be allowed to be played in Germany at all. But Europe, there's a lot of countries in Europe that have shit against like
You know
somebody
what'd be
showing like a swastika
brilliant?
or things
If
like
you
that.
didn't
So-
have any of that stuff in it, you just
Yeah.
had a movie about a German guy who's got a deformed ding dong, and you can see him starting to go crazy, and you don't mention Nazism or any of that stuff in it.
Well, if you
And
never
it-
get,
it's
if
like-
you don't get to the 1930s and stuff like that, you know, when he starts spouting that stuff off, you just stick with before he shaves his mustache down to
Yeah.
you know, the single little, you know, notch. You would never know who the fuck it was. 'Cause, you
Actually-
know, Hitler didn't have that mustache forever.
All they would need
No,
to
it
do
didn't.
in the very end of the movie is have one black and white photo of a bunch of people like this with him up on stage with his little mustache, and everybody's like, "Oh snap!"
What I fucking watch.
Fuck. I was just rooting for fucking Hitler. God damn it. You fucking bastards tricked me.
Me standing on the screen, psych.
Fuck you.
Hilarious. Yeah.
So, how many of the Insidious movies have you guys watched? I'm pretty sure I watched the
3?
second one.
This is the
I have
only
not
one I've ever
the
watched.
third one, and I watched the
watched
fourth
3.
one. Okay.
I've
What was the
watched-
last one
what's the-
like the Key Master? or
The
something
Last
like
Key
that?
Five
or
Keys.
Last
something
Key,
like-
yeah, something like that.
I've watched the
yeah.
first one. That's it.
Yeah, same here. I've only watched the first.
So like the fourth one for sure, you'd see so much more of the further and stuff like that. You kind of see it's kind of like Shadow Realm kind of world shit with just creepy shit going on all over the place and stuff, weird ghost people and stuff. And I feel like isn't the second one like that? It's been so long since I watched the second one because they go a lot more into the further in the second one, don't they?
I believe in the second one they explain about each ghost. Like, I remember they tell more about the tall guy with the long black hair and the white face
Yeah.
of his background. I think they tell more about individual stories of them or something. I
Okay.
could be wrong, but that's what it seems like. It's been a while.
Just
The
like
reason why I haven't seen it.
like the second one is like at least kind of trying to guide Patrick Wilson back to his body, right? Kind of
Yes.
trying to
Yeah.
help him through the further.
But is she dead?
Oh, she dead. She dies in this movie. Like every other movie is before this one, or the second one takes place like right after her death, kind of thing.
So yeah, remember, but he's like not in jail.
Yeah.
Like
Might
that's
be a
what I'm
flag.
like. What? How is he not in jail? Like
Well, I
the
think
whole
it-
thing to me
I-
is like,
Doesn't the second one take place like just after it, and like it doesn't go that far after? Like he gets back,
yeah.
I
or
think so,
whatever,
yeah.
like just after the whole thing. So
Ugh.
because time's all weird and shit like that in those things.
Because I believe that the two guys that work with her, well, they know enough of what to do, so
Mhm.
they jump in and do as much as they can. to
God, man, that's the
help
job
out.
I want.
So,
I want one of those guys' jobs. I'm
Are
not
you
really-
serious? I've
Fuck
seen
yeah.
you react to that stuff. You'd be like,
That's video stuff, man. I don't react to that stuff in real life like that.
So what we need to do.
I'm telling you, that is all a show.
we need to get
okay.
I watch horror movies all the time. I live in this house.
as a horror show. We need to get Conjuring redone in 3D, and we need to put it on like a Vive and make him watch the whole thing in 3D and see if he shits his pants.
I'd fucking puke is what I'd do because it's not made for fucking VR.
Well, yeah, I didn't
Oh,
mean
I
literally
mean-
like the VR. I meant like a 3D headset. I know they make them for watching 3D movies.
Yeah, and then I'd throw up. Something right in my face. I couldn't. 3D makes me throw up. You know that, right?
Okay.
Does it really?
Right in the
Yeah.
theaters.
Can't fucking.
Just
Don't
gives
like
me a really bad headache.
Yeah, Steven has a hard time existing here in 3D.
Yeah, 3D sucks
in
here.
in three-dimensional
I can
reality.
Only living in two-dimensional
Yeah,
reality.
he really wants to go back to his two-dimensional reality, but I won't let him.
Have you guys heard that weird fourth dimension thing where they say that that there's like another physical dimension, and because they're somehow in that dimension, you can't see them?
That makes
Right?
perfect
Have
sense.
you guys,
They can kind of
well,
like
I mean,
cross over a
it
little
does
bit
and it doesn't,
sometimes.
right? So like they try and use the two dimension, like the two dimension versus third dimension thing as an example, right?
Yeah.
The problem with that
makes
is
perfect sense.
except if you're in the second, like the 2-dimension thing, and then you're the 3rd-dimension guy, and you stick your finger in the 3rd dimension,
You mean
then they
two-dimension.
can see you.
Yeah, you have to stick it into the 2-dimension. Then they can see
That's right.
only what
Then
passes
they can
through
see you.
their 2-dimension. They can't see all of you, only what passes through their
That's
2-dimension
right.
world.
Now, so there's a problem with the whole 4th dimension thing. So one of them is 2 dimensions, and then you just have there's just up and down. That's easy to stay out of, right?
Yeah.
So this 4th dimension, there's 2, like that's a lot of crap you have to stay out of at that point.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's I don't see how it would be as easy to stay out of our 3 dimensions as it is to stay out of the 2 dimensions. So I think that's bullshit.
It's
I don't
not.
think
That's why people see ghosts all the time. They're seeing 4th dimensional beings poking through on ours.
I think they're seeing other universes where like the membrane or whatever is just thin.
So we're talking
Or-
like some Stephen King shit.
According to my
Yeah, I
daughter,
think-
ghosts look just like us, only see-through. That's what she tells us at home. Freaks me the fuck
You
out.
realize that the kids might even be seeing, like, let's say we're all let's say your body is like a TV, right, for your soul. Okay, and the soul is like the signal that is the picture. Okay, you follow where I'm going with
Yeah,
that?
I got you.
Okay, so what if the kids can actually still see all the other signals waiting to go back into a body? And
Yeah.
that's all it is. You just see the spirit wandering around, and that's like, to me, that's kind of scary. It's like, oh,
Waiting for
And then maybe-
a body to inhabit.
oh yeah.
So there's like a
could you-
line outside, like
There's a
the
line
maternity wards of
Yeah.
spirits just waiting
just
to
waiting,
inhabit a body.
just waiting to
Yeah.
be born again.
That's really fucking creepy, Eric.
Well, I mean, you think about it like this, like,
No, I
like
came
the
up with
whole
the same
idea of a
theory he
heaven,
said
right,
when
is
I was,
where
like, 6
everybody's
years
great,
old.
right, and you're like, and everybody gets along. I mean, so how can there be a heaven if everybody isn't nice?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you guys to imagine one other person you could go and spend time in heaven with that wouldn't at some point piss you off.
Oh god, it doesn't exist.
That's impossible. That's like very. I can think of maybe like
Did you
one
just say,
person.
"Oh God doesn't exist"?
No, I said no. Oh god, that doesn't exist.
Okay.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like what if you have to like, learn your soul has to kind of figure out how to not be a piece of shit, and it just takes forever. And then finally, when you like learn all your lessons and you're not a piece of shit anymore,
So
Then you
pretty
can go to heaven.
pretty much reincarnation.
yeah. But with a heaven too.
You've seen What Dreams May Come, right?
Yeah.
That whole, like they're sitting in that place and then they're waiting to come back to Earth and shit like that. That kind of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Purgatory.
Yeah.
Well, it's not purgatory. They're
Yeah.
in heaven, and then they wait to come back to another body.
Mm.
It was
I don't know. I just
kinda-
thought it'd
kinda
be,
reminded me of that.
because I mean, there's a lot of like religions that if you like smushed them all together, that's pretty much what you get.
Yeah, it's crazy
mean,
shit.
All of them are like, don't be a dickhead to everybody else, except for Satanism, I think. Although
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on Satanism, so wouldn't that be funny if Satanism was like tenet number 1? Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
That's weird.
Am I gonna ruin my search here?
I wouldn't do that,
No,
dude. You'll be on a watch list too, and both of you on a watch list.
Eric. You know I'm already on a watch list. Come on. How much
You're on a
weird
wa-
fucked
you're
up
on a
shit am I
watch list
Look
for
at all the
possible-
fucking animal penises he's googled.
No.
All right.
The worst he's had is he's on a blacklist for Marine World, where they're like possible dolphin rapists.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Well, I mean, he did look at a dolphin dick. So
Well,
am
he
I. I'm
also
probably
looked
on
at
the
a
same
cougar.
blacklist.
You know.
After you guys talked about the dolphin dick, I had to look it up just to make sure you weren't pulling my leg too. So.
That dolphin dick could pull your leg.
Oh.
On Poipus.
Oh, good one, Linda.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, so this movie, guys, had things in it.
What things would you like to talk about, Ricky?
Well, there's like those things.
Yeah,
that
well,
happened.
what about what kind of things?
Which
Like
things are we
when
talking about?
What part made you jump the most, or I mean, had a reaction from?
I mean, honestly, it was the old lady scared me the most, and I mean, it was mainly that end scene there at the end of the movie where he realizes, shit didn't go the way it was supposed to.
She
and-
tricked him.
Yeah.
She fucking tricked him. She had him
Yeah.
look in a mirror and then sucked him through it. Tricked his ass.
Yeah, like that's. Yeah, like that was like what the fuck.
He should have just disengaged.
That's it's that right there. Why I don't like fucking mirrors.
I thought one
And
of
we
the,
have so many of them.
We
in the house.
do.
I actually thought one of the creepiest parts was when the other son draws the family and he's got this shadowy figure behind him and they're like, "Who's that?" He's like, "I don't know, but they're part of the family." Talking about the demon. That part was creepy.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Does anybody?
Oh.
Was that
Other
creepy?
kid, the
I
brown
remember,
hair,
I
cute
remember the
kid.
pictures. I don't remember.
Are you talking
every
about
kid
beer?
drawing 'em. Beer.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
name's Foster. That's Australian for
Oh,
beer.
Yeah, it is. I get you. I get you.
No, their other son draws a picture of the family, and in the picture of the family, behind the older son that's comatose, he draws a shadowy figure that kind of looks like what you would imagine a demon would look like if it had no shape. It looks like a
Ugh.
black, smoky figure with just like glowing eyes. You don't remember that part of the
Scary.
movie? It
No.
was fucking creepy.
Is it in the beginning, middle? Probably beginning.
It's right after they moved to the new house.
Okay.
It was one of the first scary things that happens when they move to the new house. Is he draws that creepy ass picture.
To the second house or first house?
The second house.
See, this
Yeah,
is
okay.
this is why art needs to be taken out of school. Damn it, kids keep on drawing fucking creepy goddamn
No.
pictures and expect us to
They,
put them on
they
the
draw what
fucking
they see, what
fridge.
they know.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's creepy shit, and they expect us to put up on the fucking fridge. And
So
fuck that
Teach your
creepy
kids to
shit.
Draw sooner. Maybe you'll get to
We've-
some weird thing you'll never be able to see again.
So with the baby monitor one, that one freaks me the fuck out because
I know.
my daughter used the baby monitor for a while, because she's so far away from my room, I can't hear her. And then when it started fucking up and I started picking up signals from other places and shit like that, and I'm like, I fucking hate this thing. I hate it having it on because I'm just waiting to hear that fucking the whispering or some weird fucking noises like that. Never heard anything on that thing, but it always freaked me the fuck out. And then when she goes into the room and the dude's standing right behind the bed, I don't know, is there the instinct of run away from the thing, leave your baby, or you just run towards the baby, right? I mean, you probably want to get the baby out of the room first.
I know what Linda's instinct is going to be. It's going to be full on, eyes roll back in her head, and that ghost is toast.
Yeah. There's just ectoplasm everywhere. She just destroyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. This is ectoplasm, though.
I'll kill you.
This is a spooky ghost. I'd kill it.
But yeah, she turns around before and yells before going in to get the kid. You just instantly go get your kid. I feel so. I don't know.
Oh, I could tell you this much. My mom would have been like, "I'm kicking the shit out of."
Yeah.
Basically, you just would have seen her leaping over the crib, tackling the ghost or trying to, then smashing her face right into the thing when she went through the ghost. And then the ghost would be like, "Well, this isn't any fun."
Yeah. These
How
guys
the
are
fuck did
fighting
that
back.
happen?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, because I mean, you look like there isn't any ghost movies hardly where the ghost just does anything. It's always demons that actually do stuff to you, and it takes
Yeah.
them forever to get enough where you're scared to actually where they can do something. They don't just start off by pulling you off the bed and then, sticking their finger up your butt or something.
The trick
like,
the trick is to make the demon afraid of you.
The
All right?
Sixth Sense.
That's
Yeah.
the trick.
The Sixth Sense had ghosts that hurt the little kid when he got trapped in the closet and got all scratched
Oh,
up.
at the
and shit like
birthday
that.
party?
Oh yeah.
What's
So
that?
there's a ghost there that hurt somebody.
I haven't seen that.
But
so
in general,
long.
yeah, you're what you said was right. I mean, for usually if something happens to somebody, it's not because there's a ghost. It's because the house is possessed or
The demon.
Yeah.
the demon's there.
Or they've been there with a demon for months, and the thing's just been feeding off of them being scared.
Yeah.
And the thing you got, I always figured if I was having to deal with this, I mean, we had a house, right, where Kelly and I were living at, and she never noticed any of this stuff. So there's the TV, and right up, it was like a double-story house. Yeah, it was like a loft, kind of. It wasn't a second story. So anyways, there's this fan with the longest cord ever, right? And it had one of those kind of heavy metal cords you see at like a bank that the pen's attached to, right?
Yeah.
So if you paid attention to that, it would look like somebody hit it with their shoulder, and then then it just like slid on them, and then it would fall down. And Kelly never noticed. Then it would sit there swinging, right? And she never noticed it. And then you could look up, and out of the TV, and you could see behind you there was these big glass panels, and every once in a while you could see a dude's like face in it.
No.
Yeah, she
Did
never
not.
noticed it, and I never said a word because
We
I
lived
didn't
it
want her to
for
get all
years.
scared. And what I noticed was that when we watched scary movies, it got worse. So then we started watching like funny movies after.
Yeah.
and it's
Happy thoughts, thank you.
You never noticed it at all. So I think that the key is if you see anything like that, is to keep an eye on it, but not like indulge in your fear too much. Because I don't think they really. I mean, I'm not an expert, obviously, but I think they can't really do too much to you at all. They're just like
Unless
I think
you
they try and.
unless you get really afraid. You start
Well, I mean,
feeding
if you
it.
think
Or you
about how much.
antagonize 'em.
Well, if you think about how many calories your brain burns and emotions, like think about a day where you were really sad and you were crying, and how tired you are after all that.
Oh yeah. Where's
That's a
you out?
shitload. That's a shitload of energy. Being scared is just a ton of energy.
Yeah.
So what
So
I
how
really,
they're
So what I really
ahead.
wanted you to say just now is I'm no expert, but I play one on my podcast.
that was just the stuff that I noticed while I was there. And I just didn't say anything. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till she says anything about it, because all I've seen is the fan thing move, and I've seen a couple faces in mirrors and in the glass, and that's it. Never felt anything else.
Creeps me out.
You know.
Because like fuck
Of course,
this
I
shit.
wandered around nude, and the ghost was like, God, he's gonna get his ball juice on me. Oh,
He didn't tell me till because we moved to Oregon that year. He told me while we were there. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way," and then we had to return back to the house. Is that right? And spend one night there, or
yeah, it was like one night. I
without
figured
a
it wasn't
bed or
big
something,
deal,
and
yeah.
I could not sleep. I'm like, now I know. Oh my gosh, just sleep, 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 just sleep. The longest night ever.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you don't know what they can do or not. I'm just saying that's my experience. It's like the Westwood house, right?
Yeah.
You can hear shit walking sometimes. I haven't ever noticed anything else.
You know, honestly,
Other
the
than-
Westwood House seems like a really good title for a scary movie.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
old
We could make
house
our
way
own
up in the
using that house.
woods.
We wouldn't even need a real spirit. We just have to go upstairs and piss it off.
we don't want to do that.
That's not a good plan. Man.
I mean, just like that one night we stayed there was walking in front, like right next to me, right in front of the fucking fireplace. And Hank
Yeah.
was not having any of it. He went back to you guys.
He's like, nope, fuck that shit.
He was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna climb up here with you." And then I heard the noise, and he's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna get
He's
going.
like,
See
I
you
can't.
later."
Yeah, Hank's pretty much like, I can't bite that, I can't fuck that, so I'm out.
Which probably should have been a clue for me to just like climb in bed with you guys when Hank left.
I really want to spend a night in that house.
Oh man.
Kelly's gonna wake up and Hank's right there next to her. Eric's gonna wake up and Steven's right there next to him.
I actually want to
What's
go
up, guys?
upstairs in the house. I want to go
I
upstairs
tell you
and
what,
just hang out
Jason,
for
if
a
we
while.
ever do another July 4th, you're more than welcome to spend the night upstairs in the bed.
We'll see how long that lasts. I would do it. I
We'll
would
see how
try.
long you last.
Then
I would try.
one of us is gonna wake up with him next to us.
Yes.
Just like wake up
Or
like
the steep, since those are like the steepest stairs ever, what you can hear is, "Don't touch me with that," and then boom, hit the door. You're like,
not
"Who the
on the
fuck
stairs.
shut the door?"
oh look, yeah, that was my bad. I heard you coming down, and I just slammed the door shut, going, nope, fuck that shit.
Ricky wakes up, races over, slams the door shut.
Fuck that shit. Lock it.
I'd probably break it off the hinges, unfortunately, if I hit it at that speed.
I don't know. It's an
Oh,
old house,
definitely.
man. Those old houses are made way better than they are now. You probably
True.
slam into it and just bounce off.
Yeah, those
At
doors
least then
are
I'd be
actually
unconscious
pretty
for the
heavy.
rest of the night.
Yeah, he'll just sit at the door, scratching at it, crying.
I'll just slide down in a laundry basket and hope for the best. I hear it works well.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Jason might be skinny enough to do it.
It didn't work out so
Could
well
always-
for Eric.
No, it didn't. No. No. Well, I mean, I don't know that some of that stuff is pretty spooky, you know. But I mean, like, demons are probably like a whole nother.
Yeah, a whole nother
like,
level.
you know, when you're like in some place and then you feel like that weird thing where you feel it and you're like, what the fuck why am I scared? What the hell is that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, when I was a kid outside of my parents' house, there's a couple spots where you'd walk over and, you know, I don't know what the hell it was. I used to have these scary ass dreams about these giant, like 10-foot trolls that reach down and grab me and then smush me. And there were those dreams where you try and run away.
You can't move.
And
yeah.
you're just like, God damn it, I'm running through freaking water. And then you're just totally screwed.
Yeah.
And then it gets you and you're like, ah. Or even worse, when your little brother comes out with a sword and then kills him and then he's making fun of you. And you're just like, oh my God, how did this happen?
That Westwood house, actually, there is a spot outside that I forced myself to walk over, but I had a really uncomfortable feeling when I passed over it.
Yeah.
Where? Do I dare ask?
So if you were facing the front of the house and you went around the left side where all of the flowers grow, it's almost at the back corner of the house. There is a 4-foot span there that I froze and almost couldn't walk over, and yet everybody else was outside. There was no reason, but that spot freaked me out, and I tried to go over it again. I was like, fuck this, because I got the exact same feeling about that spot. I couldn't pass it. I didn't want to.
Yeah, there's some weird spots.
Just
in
giving
that place.
Kelly more reason not to go up there.
Well,
Yeah, I know, right?
You want to talk about something creepy? Like, I was under the house. I had to go up there by myself to turn the water off when I was 20 something.
No.
Yeah.
And I was under there and I was unhooking the water and I felt somebody grab my ankle.
Yeah.
And I turned around. I didn't see anything. I was like, God damn, my mind is playing tricks on me. What the hell is that all about?
That's what you're hoping. Like, hurry up,
I
get the
almost shit
fuck
my
on done.
pants. Then when I was almost done, I was like, I got it. Whew, that was close. Then I blasted out of there. I like skinned the fuck out of my knees going out of there at rocket speed.
It was like,
Yeah, I was like, oh. I was like, thank fuck I played football and had practice bear crawling.
And
'cause
you're
I
not
handled
gonna
out
look
of
back
there.
because if you look back, its face is gonna be right there.
Oh yeah.
no, if you look back, it's not going to be there. And then you look forward, that's where it's going to be.
Exactly. That's why you just keep on
Yeah,
looking
it's
forward.
spooky too.
So that's why you just keep on looking forward.
That's what they need to do in a movie. You expect it. They look back, they look forward. There should still be nothing, and then they feel something touch their back and turn around, and then there it is. That's what they need to do. Change it up a little bit.
Or you just see him get stabbed, boom, and the
Yeah.
thing's on its back. Oh, that would be terrifying. Scary stuff. Well, it's like when I was up there and I was telling Kelly, you know, I was up in the Westwood house in the second story, and I'm presumably telling Kelly, yeah, you can look in these drawers, and then there's stuff in this. I had no idea that it wasn't Kelly. And then she goes, "Oh, I wasn't up there with you." And I'm like, what the hell? So it's almost like you wonder if you can adjust your expectations that there is somebody there. Maybe you can get it to appear a little better than being like,
No.
fuck off.
I was like, no, fuck you.
You know?
That's in trouble, dude.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it
I
didn't
think
do
that's-
anything to me, though.
That's the whole thing with like seances and stuff like that. That's you're asking somebody to, show up and stuff where, you see some of the other things where like, kids go into a haunted place and go, fuck you, ghost, bath,
Yeah.
pissing all over the place and spray paint shit and stuff like that. But, then you got the seances where it's more of a asking somebody to show up or something like that where.
Seances are scary, though. They seem to
Yeah.
me like it's just like, hey, demon, pretend you're a ghost
Yeah,
and
pretty
hammer
much.
in here. And then it's like,
Mhm.
oh,
Because
Yeah.
it can lie.
Yeah.
I should take
That's
my
what they
daughter
do.
up there while she can still
Yeah.
see spirits.
No, you shouldn't. You're traumatize her, man.
She sees them all the time in our house. She tells me she doesn't like them because they're mean to her, and she'll tell me where they like to hang out, and it freaks me the fuck out. And I'm just like, it's okay, sweetie. They're not real.
dude. I wish that paranormal activity thing with the infrared cameras was real.
Yeah.
So you just put your Xbox on and leave the avatar thing going and then watch your avatar walk around. And you're like, wait, there's nobody in front of that camera.
Oh man.
You know?
Turns and gives you the thumbs up.
Yeah. No, you just see him turn to the side and you just see floppy junk hanging around. With the
Oh!
You're like,
Oh.
This is a weird demon. This is a weird one.
Only to
Then you get a
realize
phone
it's
call,
just the
it's like-
spirit of your grandpa. Your
Then you get a
dead
phone
grandpa.
call
It's just,
and-
all right, whatever.
Yeah. Then Steve calls up Jason. He's like, "Yep, Eric died a couple hours ago." And Jason's like, "Oh, I think I just seen him."
Eric, you would totally do that too.
Yes, I
You're
would.
like, oh, I have the opportunity to haunt these motherfuckers. I'm gonna do that for a little bit.
Yeah. You just see me mooning him
Yeah.
and then doing that, and Jason's like, "I'm sure that's him."
You know, like when the windows get foggy and you see like whatever's been written, you just see an ass print on the window. I'm like, that looks familiar. God damn it, Eric.
I was gonna say, it'd be like the Frighteners behind us. You'd see his face in the green screen.
Or you're walking up the stairs and you're looking out a window and you see behind you me mooning you in the window. You're like, oh, you fucker, quit that.
God damn it, Eric! Don't make me get the fucking ball juice and the fucking hot sauce.
You can't get the ball juice anymore. He's the only source of the ball juice, Ricky. I'm
Well,
sorry.
we're gonna have
Go
to.
and dig up his body and scrape whatever ball juice is left off of him to get rid of
Oh
his
god,
own
that's
spirit.
gross.
Then I
even
just push
grosser.
you into the grave with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric's dead body just kind of turns, like head just turns towards you. So,
buddy?
now you're trapped now, bitch.
Repossess
My dead
his
hand
own-
reaches up and grabs your ass and is like, "It's go time," and you're like, "Uh-oh."
Oh god.
Oh, man.
We have to make sure though that Eric's coffin isn't made out of wood because he hates trees.
Oh no, I want it to be made of wood because I want to take one of them with me. I hope it's made out of 2 trees.
So pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna bury you with a couple of saplings. Looks like
Wouldn't bother me.
We need to bury him upside down, so if he comes back, he'll dig the wrong direction when he's trying to get out.
exactly.
I'm haunting some dude in China. I'm like, God, being a ghost sucks. I can't understand English anymore. The hell?
Boy, things really changed in the time I died, man. They all got these
Yeah.
weird hats on.
God damn.
Why the fuck is Hello Kitty all of a sudden really popular?
I didn't know you couldn't read as a ghost. God damn, the weirds all look like gibberish. What the hell?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I know that's a Coca-Cola can, but it doesn't say that. Then you're wandering around and you see some like guy speaking English. And you're like, oh shit, I think I'm in the wrong place.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck.
I'm gonna haunt that guy now.
There's a ghost travel agent. He's like, wrong place, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens to a lot of people.
It's more common than you think.
All right, so we're gonna get you in one of these like Chinese little medallion things. Somebody's gonna bring you back, and then you get back there. Right? It'll be all right. That's why these things sell like hotcakes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Guys like
shitty
dug the wrong way, huh?
Yeah. Oh man. All right, what rating did you guys give this?
Like I'm gonna give it a 5 stars. It's a really I really based it off my first impression of the movie
Surprise.
because it was a terrific movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like for me, it's the perfect scary movie because it's not so scary that it's gonna make me have like piss myself dreams about it. But I will say I'm gonna have to add this too. I showed this to my mom, fully expecting at least one jump scare.
And nothing else.
Okay.
Nothing.
The part where the demon's face is right behind the lady that gets almost everybody. My mom
Yeah.
goes, "Huh." I was like, "Man, fuck this. How the fuck?" And then she looks at me, she goes, "It's just a TV show." I'm like, "What the hell? What does she see?" I almost wonder if she can't see that shit. She's just wandering around seeing like ghosts and shit. She's just like,
Whatever.
"It's a
Yeah,
TV
what's
show.
going
TV show ghosts are way less scary than real ones."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would traumatize you. She's like, TV
Yeah.
ghosts are fucking nothing compared to the real ones I see. You're like, what the fuck?
I'm scared to show this to my dad. But he like, okay, so my mom took him to see The Shining when they first when it came out. So it's a
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Now, this is not a firsthand account on my behalf, but according to her, he may have picked her up and put her in front of him in the movie theater to avoid being scared.
I I could see that really could.
I mean, he did a similar thing when we were at Marine World and the whale was gonna splash on us. He grabbed my little brother by the scruff of the neck and picked him up and held him in front of the splash. So he just caught like all of the splash, and my dad's laughing his ass off, and poor Dan was just like completely soaked. Dan loved it though. He was having a great day, and it was hot.
Well, kids usually do love it, yeah.
Oh, it was so hot outside. So it wasn't like one of those like balm or really cool like 40-degree days when you're down there.
Yeah.
This was like a hot, like humid 90-degree day. And Dan's like, "Did you see Dad just pick me up like the Hulk?" I was pissed the fucking whale couldn't splash on me. I'm like, they should cut a tree
gotta
down.
sit in the splash zone to pretty much do it at the same
I was in the splash zone. It was right next to me. It just missed me.
Or did it miss
Honestly,
you?
it almost honestly it looked like the whale just zeroed in on my dad and was trying to splash him.
Yeah, let's get him.
Yeah.
because he did it twice and Dad picked him up a second time. I was like, holy shit. It was pretty funny. But yeah, my dad apparently is not the most brave when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
You know, even though we were driving home from this work one time, and we're driving past this construction site, right? And there's this dude running a loader that my dad doesn't like. He knew the guy kind of. Anyway, so the guy like waved a gun at him or something. So my dad's decision, and because we were driving by, like he didn't have to stop.
Yeah.
He slammed on his brakes, grabbed a shovel, and charged the guy. Like, I have a brother who was there who will attest to this. He slammed on his brakes, and this was like, right, you guys know where Four Trees Road is? On Highway 70?
yeah. We know exactly where it is. Like,
It was
exactly.
right by there. Because we took Four Trees, it was right past Four Trees Road. They had the road blocked, and these guys were working on the road. And we sat there for like 3 hours. And my dad was yelling at him to get the fuck out of the road and all other kinds of profanities. Finally, they let us by, and the guy like flashed a gun at him. So anyways, my dad just grabs a shovel and charges the guy. And I'm like, why the hell is he? Because we didn't see the gun at all. We were like, why the hell is he charging this guy? What the hell is he doing? And my brother Robert yells out the window, "Smash his face in, Dad!" And you see my dad like poking at him with the shovel, yelling at him. He's pointing his finger. And it was so funny because Robert's like, no, quit pointing your finger, hit him in the face. And he looked at me and he goes, "I just want to see him smash some guy in the face. Look how tiny that guy is." And the guy, his face was white though. So it was pretty comical. At that point, I was like,
a big dude, so that would be, that wouldn't be a great thing to see. So
well, and back then he had like 10 pounds of body fat.
Yeah.
Like total. He was not a fat guy at all. So that would have been pretty fucking scary. And he could run fast.
Yeah.
So he charged that guy, and I was like, holy shit, the 20-foot rule might be real. Because I mean, he was on that guy. I don't think the guy had an old lady who was like kind of getting in the way.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where the guy maybe could have got a shot off, but his old lady's like, here's my dad right behind him, and she's like, "What are you doing? Why are you digging for that?" And the guy's like, "Get out of the way!" "Oh shit, he's coming at me with a shovel." "Stand right there." "What? Shovel?" Then she's out of there.
All right, Kelly, what rating did you give it?
I gave it 4 stars.
Okay.
Because 5 would be like, oh my god, I love this movie. 4 is like too scary to go anymore.
It was good, but it terrified you.
That's why I gave it 5 stars.
Yeah, so I give the movie 3.5 stars.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it 4 stars.
Steven.
And I gave it 4.5 stars. Next week's movie is Jason's choice. He's gonna choose the last scary movie. What are you gonna do, Jason?
Well, I'm gonna go with a Netflix movie called The Witch. It's supposed to be scary. I have no idea.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's actually on my list, but I have yet. Now I have to.
Scary.
Oh man. And then I don't know. Next month is November, so We doing holiday movies? Or are we not going to do a theme thing until Christmas time?
Probably not a
don't
theme
know.
thing
Usually
until
don't do
Christmas.
anything in November.
Yeah.
We did a little bit. We didn't. I think we just did like a movie close to Thanksgiving though. I think it was we did something. I just don't remember
Oh,
what it
like
was.
2 years ago we did
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. So
Is there any other Thanksgiving movies? The only one
Not
I can
really.
think of maybe is that one with Al Bundy and that Ethan kid. I think that's
Oh,
around
something with
Thanksgiving.
Football.
No, he's
No.
like it's maybe called Dutch.
okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, I think that's around Thanksgiving, and that's the only Thanksgiving movie I can even like. And I think it's just like a secondary thing. I can't even think of any other Thanksgiving movies.
Okay, so we'll just do regular movies until December, and then do some Christmas stuff.
I mean, I don't know
Or
how they
some
can't
holiday
honor
stuff.
the best holiday ever,
Mhm.
Thanksgiving,
I know.
with movies and songs. Like we don't have. I mean, like Linda, you can tell them about the song stuff.
football.
Two people together forever. It's not a Thanksgiving song. Songs at the wazoo. Pass the cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Oh, the turkey looks great. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I swear.
That's great. You guys did awesome. Fucking just nailed it. All right. So next week we'll watch Witch, or The Witch, I guess it is. It's on Netflix if anybody wants to watch it. Also, let's put this up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. You can go to youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, mixer.com/Turketer, and twitch.tv/Turketer Plays. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turketer. You can follow Eric on Twitter at.
Quick and severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at.
Sugar Snuggles.
You can follow Jason on Twitter at.
Unbelievable one.
And you can follow Ricky on Twitter at.
Furry Twitter balls.
You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. All of this stuff I've been saying is in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/Turketer Plays. So check that stuff out. Yeah, you can click on links and stuff. There's also donate links at the bottom of those, as well as twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure. There's a donate link on that. So if you guys want to donate to us, that'll help us out. You can also subscribe.
Thanks, Tammy.
Yeah. Subscribe to, or follow, what is it? It's subscribe to twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure using Twitch Prime. We're Twitch affiliates, so if you guys do that, it'll help us out. Give us a little bit of money, make it so we don't have to do this. No, not this. We want to do this more, make it so we don't have to do our day job as much or at all if we can get enough. So
We'll
subscribe.
still make burgers though.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
You got to do
Watch
what you
our
love.
show. It's about a restaurant with our kids.
I think that's it, though. We'll talk to you guys next week as we talk about The Witch. And, yeah. See you guys then.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Why?